Hi guys, it's Cindy and welcome to Scrap Brat. Today we are still working on some packaging. These are some boxes that I had covered to use as storage in the craft room, and I had a couple more and I just wanted to show you how I did them. I have this one I never intended on covering but it's kind of wearing out of me a little bit, so guess we'll cover this one and we'll cover this one. And you can do this with any size box. I'm just going to show you how I go about doing it, and you can kind of adapt it. And if you have any questions, as always, let me know. We're going to use this paper to cover this one. We don't cover this part of the box. It's a good box, man. Never thought I'd say that, but yet here I am. Okay, so basically slide the top of it off. These are for slider boxes. Other boxes are obviously different, and if I can find some to cover, I will do a video on that. But this one, folded in half. So basically you want to cover this and this. So we are just going to kind of sort of measure it to make sure. I know it's going to fit, but you know, I just want to show y'all. Make sure that it's going to fit your paper. Make sure that you like the image on the other side. So yeah, that's cute. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to slide this guy all the way over to the edge. And we're going to make the mark with the pencil. One that actually has a lead in it. There we go. And we're just going to mark it over here. So that's where we want to cut, right? Yep, that's where we want to cut. We're going to cut right there. So we're going to drag out our trimmer. And actually I'm going to grab a different one because that one's kind of buried. It's kind of buried. Oh, for Pete's sake. We'll see if this old guy works. He may not. I have no idea how old this blade is, so we shall see. We shall see. This is obviously not the best idea. We might want to use something that lines it up a little bit better, but boy, I got lucky. Okay. So we have our paper. I'm going to put this little guy over to the side. Let's measure him. You could use a little scotch off, but we're just going to go ahead and leave it. These, I think, I left a tiny bit of an overhang. I think these boxes were printed. I don't remember exactly. But decide on which one you want to be on the top and which one you want to be on the bottom. And what I do is I bring out my scoreboard. And this is, it's right at the weird one that says 4-bar, which if anybody knows what that is, please explain it to me because I have no idea what that means. Okay, and this side, this is the very simple, very easy way that I do it. This is, yeah, this is me when I'm clamoring through my nonsense that I do in my craft room. Okay, so we're just gonna go here. And this will make sense in a second. We're gonna go here. And we're gonna come over here at this 4-bar mark. If you know what that means, let me know, because I'm kind of curious. I really, really am. Okay. So we are there. Okay. And then we want to be, this is, see, it's 1 1/4, so 1, 2, 3, 1 and 3, in between 3 and 4/8. Okay. See, this is the reason that I have not done this video yet. Because I kind of do stuff a little bit backwards half the time because, well, I just do. I learn from doing and not from actually reading, or I'm a hands-on type person. I'm a hands-on person. So we're going to make sure that one goes there. And we're going to put that one there. And then we're going to do I'm going to hold it back so you can see what I'm doing. I want to fold this one up, kind of give them a little squishy there. And then we're going to come over, and we have this one, which we need to go, that one may be a little bit loose. We'll see. We shall see. So we're just going to go ahead and take our glue and hope for the best. That's what we're doing today. I mean, because if it gets messed up, you know, it's not that big a deal. It's just I've been trying to figure out how I would show y'all how I do it. And why don't I just do it how I actually do it, right? Which is probably very unconventional. Probably not the correct way. I'm sure there's a better way. But this is the way that I do it. So there we go. Okay, it's going to try and stick. And we don't want it stuck there. We want it stuck where we want it. Now see, I wanted to use the quick dry stuff. But now I'm kind of wishing I wouldn't have chose this glue. I wish I would have used my Elmer's Craft Bond. Okay. We're going to take it and we're going to glue it down. Don't rip the paper since you already got it stuck. And then we're going to take and we're going to glue this guy down. And then I kind of want to see where these guys are going to line up on the back. I'm thinking I'm going to cut this guy off here just before the fold. Like I said, probably unconventional, but hey, you know what? It works for me. Maybe it'll work for you guys. If not, maybe you can go, oh my gosh, she should have done da 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 da. Then you can do it the correct way and learn from my clamoring. Okay, we're going to put the glue on the paper over here. And then it's not going to meet up perfect, but that's okay. We're going to glue this side down. And then we're going to glue this side down, and then I'm going to trim up the little bit of overhang that we got because I don't have it on here perfect. Oh no. Imagine that, me not having something perfect. Everything's perfectly imperfect in my world. Oh, don't buckle on me now. Come on. Be nice. Be nice. Play nice. Everybody play nice. Okay. And there you have it. And we can come in. We're going to cut with these. We'll try. We'll try. Probably need my old scissors. Scissors. Good grief. Let's see. Cut that little guy off. And I'm happy with that. And then slide it back on your box. And there you go. Cute, cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. Now, let's do this one. This one has this little acetate, which I like because I can see my numbers in there. So, what I need to do is figure out something to use to cut out the area that I want to be able to see, right? Right. So what I was thinking was to actually take the paper from here and wrap it around, and from here and wrap it around, and just put a couple of like little collage labels or stickers or something on there. But then I thought, why should I do that? Why not just put the paper on there and just make it to where it's not perfectly lined up with the acetate? Well, still haven't made the decision on what exactly to do. So I believe what we're going to do is go ahead and cut it in half. And I'm going to put it here to here and wrap it around. And then we're going to take, because there will be a little excess. There's a little bit of leftover. And I will take and put a little piece here and a little piece there. So, and then we can collage the labels, numbers on top. Because that's basically what I kind of keep in here, is these little number labels, mostly numbers. Just those little, I guess they're, I don't even know if they're, what kind of stickers they are actually. But I find them here and there every once in a while, and I just pop them in that box. They're kind of neat, and they're not shiny, so I like them. Okay, so we're going to cut, actually let's cut this down to size first. Yes, let's cut this down to size first. We're going to take, we're going to line up our paper, and we're just going to make a line across here. Whoops. Color all on the inside of the box. Yeah, don't do that. Good grief. Yeah, so it's okay. It's going to be all right. Okay, so let's come over here and cut this guy down to where he needs to be. There we go. I'm going to cut him down, and we're going to put that to the side because we're actually going to use that. And then we're going to cut this right down the center. So this is 6-inch paper, so let's cut it down to 3 inches. We're just going to put him right over here. Let's take and line these up on the sides, but first I think I want to take this little guy and put, I'm going to patch him in a little bit. Just patch him in a little bit. Do a little patch there. Let's see, how big is this? This is just over 2.5. It's just a scotch over 2.5. So we're going to go just a scotch. Actually, we'll be fine. We'll do, yes, we'll do 2.5. It'll be fine. We're going to do 2.5. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Yeah. Oops. Got my finger on that one. You see that? Don't do that. That's why these are here. You're supposed to put your hands on that so you don't get your finger. I cut my finger with that once, believe it or not. Right after I got it. Could not believe that a guillotine like that could actually be sharp. But I tell you what, they are. Well, it was back then. I don't know if it still is. Okay. So we're going to take and we're going to cover this bottom up here. You know what I should have done is probably put a piece of tape there. Where is my tape? Where's some tape? Need some tape. There's tape. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's coming out of the all kinds of mess here. Come on. Oh, yeah, we're all discombobulated. We're going to take and just... Actually, using this tape just gave me a aha moment. We're also obviously going to use the paper to reinforce that little tear, but we could use our little distressed number tape and kind of help with the collage later. I think we may do that. Yep. Okay. So let's measure this one to see about how far over we need to go. It's just a hair over 1/2 inch. So we're going to try 1/2 inch, see how it goes. If it's not enough, we will always think it should have been. Okay. This guy here, we're going to go over 1/2 inch. I'm going to give it a little fold. See how that looks. That's not awful. That's not bad. And then whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. It'll be okay. So we're going to do that on this side since it goes on the other side of the window. And we're going to go over 1/2 inch. Okay. Let's measure our sides. That is 1.5 inches. Okay. So we will come over to, should be 1.5 inches, should be 2 inches, correct? Because it's another 1.5 inches from where we scored. Let's see if that works. Let's just go ahead and score them both. Sure, why not? Why not? And again, this is going to all be determined by the size of your box and your patience on measuring said box. Yeah, that works. See? It's sometimes it's amazing that just putting stuff up and playing around with it, sometimes it actually comes together. I wonder if that little branding strip would fit down the back of that. It would, but that's not what I want to put down it. I actually had this other paper pulled out to use for it, which is the same thing as the branding strip, which is fun. It's funny to me. So I think we're just going to cut off a little strip of it. How tall is this? It's 5 1/4. Well, I can't measure that way, so let's do it this way. Well, let's just cut a piece off and do it. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And we're just trying to get the middle of that covered. Where's that pencil? I'm just going to cut the little top off of there. Watch your fingers so you don't get your fingers. And we're just going to put him down the center. And then we'll wrap our sides and we will be done. And I mean, for the most part, that was pretty painless, right? This guy, we're going to go all the way up to the edge. Try not to put too much on it because if it gets on the acetate, it's going to make it yucky looking, and we don't want that. That kind of defeats the purpose of the window. If I got to look through a yucky window, I'm not going to like it. And we'll come in and go down here, down here. And just kind of press it into submission to where it goes where you want it to go. And then we'll do the other side. Go over to the edge. And put it up on there. Just gonna give the glue time to set up. And then I'm going to come in and get the seam really good. I'm going to go along the edge. Get that seam really good, and then I'm going to try and not shake too bad and get all the way over to the edge, and then get some more in there. And we're going to kind of just try and caress it into submission. See if we can get it to stay where we want it. I mean, I know we can't put glue on it, but we just got to have patience. Patience, patience. Okay. And now I just got to, maybe I'll cut some die cut numbers out with some fun colors and put them on there. That'd be kind of cute, actually. Turn it into a full art project. How about that? I made some little tabs earlier, like hanging tags, I guess, not really tabs, but those would be cute, kind of, yeah, those would be cute on there, but we're not going to do all that today. Today, we are just showing you how to do the boxes. So if you find yourself a good box and you want to use it for craft room storage to put your little bits of ephemera in, that is how I do it. Again, may not be how everybody does it, and I'm sure there's a better way, but it's a pretty simple, pretty easy way, and I kind of did it in 2 different ways. So this one, we just kind of wrapped it and went with it, which is the way I did these, and this one, we were more, I guess, mathematical about it. So yeah, but if you liked what you saw, if you got a giggle or scratched your head even a couple of times because you weren't exactly sure if it was gonna work out, give me a thumbs up so I know to to keep, you guys want to keep seeing this kind of content, and I will keep it coming and hopefully bring joy into your life. And y'all will keep bringing joy into mine, and know that you are very much appreciated, each and every single one of you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, please ask them below. And yeah, go out and spread some joy today, guys. Much love. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.